Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of your favorite program about Poland and Central Europe, and that is Poland Daily Travel. Why do we do it? We do it for you.
And we enjoy doing it as well, of course.
We do it for ourselves, too.
Exactly, yes.
No, because if you say we do it for you, no, if we didn't enjoy doing it, we wouldn't do it.
No, yeah. They wouldn't watch because it wouldn't be exciting.
Of course, I do it because I'm being paid a fortune.
And I do this to support you because, you're a nice guy.
And occasionally the crumbs from my table...
I think last week you managed to give
fall onto your jacket and you brush them off.
Exactly.
You say, I don't need that.
I think there was a hamburger in it last week for me.
There was a hamburger in it for you. I brought you a croissant.
You brought me a croissant this morning, yes, you did.
I did, because we're filming in the morning through the magic of television, even though it appears late at night.
Exactly.
Well, here, but around the world, depending on... In Australia, it's in the morning.
And I think in the USA, it's pretty early in the day as well. Mm-hmm. If you tune in.
In the USA, it's in the evening. Yeah, late afternoon.
Okay.
When we appear. Well. Yeah. Anyway, but it's all on YouTube, so you can sit there. You could watch 4.5, 5 days of Poland Daily Travel
television
of me going nah.
Exactly.
You know? Which is always fun. I enjoy doing meh. My cat does that when it sees me. It goes meh. It's supposed to go meow. It's like, are you too lazy to finish the word?
I think so. Clearly.
Meh.
Your cat is badly trained.
He's too big to argue with. He weighs 10 kilos.
What is
true. Yeah. A 10-kilo cat.
I like cats when they're a lot bigger, when they weigh about 100 kilos.
Yeah, the big ones. Yeah,
the big ones that you see in Africa.
Well, he's like he has. When you have a cat, it's a Maine Coon, and a lot of people love these cats. But when you have a cat that big, it does have a lot of the characteristics that you would see in a lion or a cheetah or something like that. They have they're bigger, so they move in a different way than a small cat. Yeah. Or a normal cat. Yeah, it's interesting. And their personality, they're much more commanding and much more sort of docile until you annoy them, and then they will strike out, defend their territory. Very interesting animals.
They are, all animals.
But speaking of cats, why not introduce that big cat?
That cool cat from Tallinn, Estonia.
Tallinn, Estonia, Harold von Kursk. Harold, are you there?
Terrorist. I like that, cool cat.
Yeah.
But how dare you conduct experiments, radioactive experiments on your Polish tabby?
Well, it's a Maine Coon. They grow big. And in fact...
10 kilo cat?
Yeah, I should bring him to the studio sometime and just show people. He's amazing.
Small leopard.
He's huge. I think he actually weighs about 11 or 12 now. But they can get as big as 15 kilos. But only the biggest, largest sort of... He's more streamlined, but his name is Guinness. And recently, took him to the vet and had him measured. Guinness the Maine Coon. Must start a YouTube channel. I think people would love to see him because he's got a great character. But it turns out that if you measure from nose to end of tail, that he is very close on the world record for the length of a Maine Coon, the Guinness World Record, and his name is Guinness. And I didn't ever think to do this till I was watching somebody measure their Maine Coon, and I said, well, good Lord, Guinness is that big.
I mean, it's never occurred to me to measure a pussy.
Yes, well, you never know. It depends on how galore it is.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Honor Blackman.
Who died recently.
I honor her.
Last year she died, didn't she?
I honor her.
Yes.
She died recently. Yeah.
And Sean Connery died even more recently.
Yeah. We're, of course, talking about Goldfinger. Pussy Galore is the character played by Honor Blackman. Wonderful actress.
Very good. And also somebody with a lovely voice, actually.
And Sean Connery.
She had a lovely voice.
She had a beautiful voice, I can tell you. And not only that, her legs were quite extravagant. She must have been from... What is the name of that town I'm thinking of?
Bratislava.
Bratislava, west of Java. Yes, isn't it?
It is, yes.
I don't know what voice that was Roger Moore, wasn't it?
Well, it was sort of a combination, I think.
Mm-hmm. What were we talking about in the last segment? I've forgotten now.
Well, you were going to tell us something exciting.
I was going to tell you something exciting.
About one of your journeys.
Yes, here's what we're going to do. Now, if we were... I've done this journey. It was not in winter, but it was in the autumn. or the fall, and I went north to a place where Harold is situated now, to Tallinn. What you do is you can drive from Warsaw all the way to Tallinn and see life, because you can stop once you cross the Polish border at Suwałki, which is, there are a lot of lakes, and it's a very beautiful wild area, and into Lithuania. It's not on the main road, but you can do a slight deviation to Vilnius and see beautiful Vilnius. It's worth at least a day walking around if you're in a hurry. Formerly part of the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth and part of Poland itself, the Kingdom of Poland. It's gone back and forth over many, many years, 1,000 years. And then north to Latvia, and then north to Tallinn. And there's a lot to see. It's beautiful. A lot of the road is just two-lane road, and poking through small towns. And you'll notice that all the countries are quite different, aren't they, Harold?
Yes, I rather enjoy that aspect of driving through countries, because it's those unexpected trouvailles, as the French would say, of running across a small town and having some sandwich made at a road stop where you're talking about anything with the local barkeep or innkeeper. I mean, those are some of the most treasured moments I find of road travel.
I absolutely agree. That's why I love doing road trips even more. I don't really flying is this time machine that lands you up in one place.
Yeah, flying has become a lot less agreeable than it used to be, I think.
But it used to be more of an experience.
Yes.
But, it's a miracle that you fly. It's incredible.
You get that. And there are still some journeys you can do that are quite interesting.
Yes. In small planes. I once flew in a small plane over the Amazon. That's an experience.
Yeah, and I years ago had a holiday in Botswana, and you fly in these tiny planes hopping from camp to camp.
Yeah,
that's really
amazing.
Exciting.
That would be amazing.
When you have to buzz the airstrip to get the elephants out of the way before you come into land. That's very exciting, actually. That
sounds like a movie.
That's boys' own stuff.
Yeah. And Nicholas, how did that SAS operation turn out in the end?
Well, as you see, there is still peace in the region, so I think it turned out quite well.
Nicholas is not allowed to use his hands for anything but typing, because they're lethal weapons. They are lethal weapons. Okay, folks, that's all we've got for right now. We'll come back and talk more about this road trip.
Yeah,
because we can describe a little more, and maybe a couple of other road trips, because there's so many. If you're sitting in Warsaw, so many brilliant places to go from Poland because of its location. Hey, we'll talk about Poland's location on the map of Europe, and go from there, I think. Yeah?
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Please like us. Consider liking us on YouTube. Consider subscribing. And consider hitting the bell so you'll hear when new episodes of Poland Daily come up. And that includes Poland Daily Travel, of course. We appreciate you watching. And have a great time wherever you are. And hang in there.